School literally starts a month from today. Yay! Or I don't know when I'm gonna upload this, so a month from when I film this. Okay, I'm actually like a little, I'm a little excited for school. Mainly because like, it's gonna be different. This next year is gonna be different. And like, I don't know, like I have a good feeling about it for some reason. It's like every other year is good and this last year like really sucked. So like, I feel like it's gonna be good, even though it's junior year. A lot of people say junior year is the worst, but I feel like I got like the badness of junior year during sophomore year. So like, maybe I dodged the bullet. Maybe I got to experience it early, but we'll see. I'll keep you posted. All right, guys, this is probably a good topic. This is probably a good topic for a video. I mean, let me know in the comments what you think, and like the video, subscribe. You know, you guys already know what to do. You've heard this by anyone and everyone on YouTube. Just do it. It's a nice thing to do. It's some good karma, and we all need that good karma in the coming school year. So anyway, the bane of most people's in high school's existence is freshmen. We were all one once, and even though we're probably just as annoying as the ones that are going to be there next year and the next year and the next year, we're still in denial about it, and we still love to complain about freshmen because it's our civic duty to complain about the freshmen and about how annoying and stupid they are. Even though we were there too, but you know, let's just throw that idea out the window and forget about the concept of being a hypocrite. Even though I mean, honestly, I feel like I'll be honest. I feel like I did freshman year right, and I was not an annoying freshman. I probably was, but on a less degree of annoying freshman. I was like down here when most everyone else was like way up there. So I'm going to tell you future freshmen and maybe past freshmen, you know, whoever's interested in this video, of how not to be an annoying freshman. So this is more towards my freshman of next year. And I'll be honest, my brother's gonna be a freshman, and I'm really concerned. I'll just be honest about it. I'm concerned for the class of 2022. Yeah, I'm concerned for you guys. I'm very, very concerned. So I thought I would do my duty of someone with a YouTube channel and knows how to edit and film and whatnot. And I thought I would just make a little video. Maybe I can do just a tiny bit of damage control. Just a little bit. Just anything probably helps. So let's get right into this video. So here's the main guideline to know, like, if you're like, am I an annoying freshman or not? If when someone asks you what grade you're in and you say you're a freshman and they say, oh, I didn't, like they're genuinely like shook, and they're like, oh, I thought you were like a junior, I thought you were a sophomore, I thought you were a senior. You're doing it right. I got that a lot. A lot of people thought my freshman year that I was a senior. I don't look like a senior. I looked like I was 11. But, I mean, I guess I acted like a senior. But, I mean, I didn't, like, not care. I was really happy about school. So, I think people more thought I was a junior. Yeah, junior sounds about right. And even now, like, at my work, like, my first few days, people thought, and people still do think I'm in college when I'm not. But I'm just that kind of person. So I feel like that qualifies myself to be able to make this video and not be a hypocrite. Because, I mean, I was cringy. I was as cringy as all get out. but like I wasn't the like annoying freshman stereotype of cringe. Like it was a different cringe. Like just watch my old videos and you'll see. Actually don't watch those. Don't watch them, please. But yeah, if people are like know you're a freshman just by looking at you and like listening to you speak, you're being an annoying freshman. That's it. Because there's good freshmen. I was a good freshman. I last year there were a lot of good freshmen, but there were also a lot of really, 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 really annoying ones that I was just like, that made me want to rip my hair out because I was like, y'all are stupid. Like some of y'all are just like oblivious. Like the amount of like lack of common sense a lot of you had was genuinely concerning. Like, don't even get me started. Like, just don't. Like, here's another tip. If an upperclassman gives you a tip, like, oh yeah, like, don't do that. Like, if they're genuinely, like, if you just know that, like, they have your best interest for you, like, trust an upperclassman. They've probably been through, like, the same kind of issue when they were a freshman or just younger. Yeah, I ran into the issue, like, I have to be very vague about this because I'm still in high school and like with these same people. So, no offense. There were a lot of freshmen who came to me for advice on the regular. And they would like, because they said that I was the only approachable upperclassman that they had met. So they would come to me to like complain about other upperclassmen and complain about just whatever was like on their mind. And I would sit and listen to them because I'm someone who loves to help people. Like, I'm so happy I got a job in retail because I walk around while I'm putting clothes back and I help people. And that's just what I love doing. I love being like an example for others, and like that's just something that brings me an immense amount of joy. So anyway, said freshman would come and ask me for advice, and I'd be completely happy and completely honest about how I felt about the issue, and I don't feel like I was like rude or anything or like really throwing shade, I guess. But they would tell me about like people that like made them uncomfortable, or like they just didn't get a good feeling like about, or they're just like, what do you think about this person? Or like, how would you handle this situation? I would give them my honest opinion. I'd be like, oh yeah, that person is bad news. Or, oh yeah, like, I love talking to them. Like, they're such a joy to be around. Like, that kind of stuff. But then, one day, they just turned around and they went to said people who I said do not trust. And they told them everything I told them. And took it way out, like, out of context kind of thing. Like, way out of context. Which just made my whole situation of everything that I was going through at the time way worse. And it was just bad. And, like, I was just like, really? Like, that's not cool. Like, I'm not someone to, like, be, like, I will throw shade. Everyone has the right to throw shade at someone who has done them wrong or is, like, a bad person. Like, you know what I mean. Like, throw shade about me. I don't care. I think it's funny. I love people who throw shade. I love throwing shade, but, like, not in the petty, immature, like, 5th grader kind of way. You know what I mean? Like, I'm someone who loves a good call out. Like, I love that. I just love it. But people who will ask you for advice about someone and be like, what is your honest opinion about them? And when you say, oh yeah, I don't trust them, they are very shady, and they're just a shady person, I would avoid them, honestly. And then they go and they make it seem like I'm like talking crap about them. Like, that's not cool. Like, don't be that person. That, like, you come to someone in, like, with, like, good reason, and you're, like, you honestly have, like, an issue about someone, and you're not sure what to do about it, someone gives you their advice, and then you go to that person and you make it something that it's not, which in the end made my life way worse. It's just great. Love freshmen. And it was like good people too. Like honestly, like I'm someone who does not. I even said like to these freshmen, I was like, I honestly don't feel comfortable like talking this way about someone, making them like paint them out to be a bad person, because they're genuinely like not like these people that you're concerned about. They're not awful people, but they have very bad like what's the word? Like they don't have good common sense, and they'll kind of like they'll just do whatever they want so they get their way, or they get what they want, and they won't take your feelings into consideration. Just don't be that person. Do not. That's so not cool. It's just don't be that person that just wants to stir the pot and just start more drama for someone else. The next thing, not to do when you're a freshman, that will literally make everyone know you're a freshman and just an annoying one at that, is to not be that person that tries so hard to impress the upperclassmen, or even sophomores, juniors. It doesn't matter, whatever. Don't be you're gonna come across as completely obnoxious, and it's just gonna be counterintuitive. It's just not gonna work for you. Don't go out of your way to be look at all this I'm doing to impress. Look at me, when you're just kind of showing out and being annoying, or you're being rude to someone. You're being rude to a teacher kind of thing, or you're being rude to someone else. You're just being annoying as all get out. And you're just you know what I mean. I'm someone who who last year had to do a lot of the field reporting for our news, and I hated dealing with the freshmen because of this. Because they're oh look, it's a bunch of upperclassmen, and they're on the school news, which is really not that special. But I love doing it. I love doing it. It's my favorite thing about high school. But they just to be super rude to me, and whoever's the cameraman, whoever else is there at the time, they try to be so rude and just annoying, because they think I'm going to actually put that on the news, and I guess it's gonna impress people. Oh wow, you're rude to someone who works hard at something. That's how you get all the popularity points. Just gotta. That's how everyone is just gonna be oh yep, you can't believe it. You're just 10 out of 10 person. You're great. It's so annoying. Why? You don't have to do that. You honestly, what will impress me at least the most, if you're trying to make a good impression or that sort of thing, is someone who's nice to everyone. And so, I hope most people feel the same way. I don't know. I can't speak for everyone. Some people in my grade are as dumb as a box of rocks. But someone who's just nice, and they're straightforward, and they don't they're just not a bad person. If you are a decent, good, wholesome person, that I'll like you. I'll think you're cool. I'll be wow, that's a good person. Right there, good job. It's just I don't get the mentality of freshmen. I just don't. It's just that 1 year. I don't get it. I don't. Someone please explain to me. I don't get it. And sometimes it doesn't even change. There's people in my grade that still act like freshmen. And I'm just is that really necessary? Is that necessary? You're really gonna do that? All right. That's so cool. I'm so impressed.